Hello, my friends. I missed you guys last week. I was in Hawaii. I know I don't look super tan because the skin does not tan. So I was really good about staying out of the sun actually. But I missed you guys last week, and it is April 24th, 2022. And every Sunday, I go live at 7 p.m. Central Time to answer your questions. So if you have a question for me about essential oils and animals, then go ahead and pop that question in the chat. And I will try to answer as many as I can tonight during the short amount of time I have with you. A couple of quick announcements. We do have the Animal Aromatherapy Specialist certification starting tomorrow. So if you are wanting to get into the April class, you need to register tonight because it starts tomorrow, and we just hit the ground running and learn as much as we can in the 6 weeks that we have. So for those of you that have never heard of that, the Animal Aromatherapy Specialist certification is a training with me that I do. It's 6 weeks, and every week we cover something different. We start off with the basics, and talk about how to use essential oils with animals, a lot of safety, including drug interactions and things like that, and then get into the history and chemistry, and then spend 2 weeks talking about the physical benefits of essential oils to use in different cases, as well as then we spend 2 weeks on the emotional and behavioral benefits of essential oils in our animal cases. And you do weekly quizzes and homework and case studies. And then at the end, you'll have like 1,000 times more confidence on using essential oils with animals and doing cases and actually incorporating it possibly into a business. There are 3 bonuses that you get with this. One is a business consultation with Prime Corporate Services. They're awesome. And they can help you set up your LLC and all of that. You get a 3-hour workshop called How to Earn Money as an Animal Aromatherapist, because getting the certification is not very helpful if you don't ever use it. And the third bonus is you get lifetime access to the Learning Center, all the webinars and classes that we have in our Learning Center. And then that is the third bonus. So that's like a $440 value for free. The Prime business consultation is the equivalent of $1,500. You'll save that in your 1-hour consultation with them. And then the workshop is normally, we have sold that for $300. So really you get like a ton just in the bonuses, but the real meat and what you actually learn during the training is priceless. And so definitely check that out. If you want to get involved with that. It is essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy. You do need to register today if you want to start in the class tomorrow. But we also have openings right now for July and October. So if you're like, oh, I can't do right now, but July, I have summer break, so that's perfect. Then go ahead and register for that anyways before that fills up. And that way you'll have your spot reserved. We do have a money back guarantee that you can get 100% of your money back if you decide before the actual class starts that you don't want to do it. That's totally fine. No questions asked. I'll be a little sad because I want you to do this class because it's that good. But I totally get that life happens and sometimes it doesn't always work out. So cool. That is my big announcement that I want to do for that. Let me take that banner off. Okay, let's see what questions you got. Yay! Okay, Prentice has our first one. What oils support the thyroid for cats? So we have really a lot of oils that can be supportive of the thyroid. My favorite one for cats is myrrh and frankincense. You want to dilute that significantly. So dilute it to 1 to 2%, which is really just 1 to 2 drops in a 10 milliliter roller bottle of each one of those, and roll it over the thyroid. You can even add a drop of lemongrass that can also support the thyroid. That can be helpful as well. Sometimes they do need to be medicated though, depending on what the numbers are. 70, Kayla, 70-pound dog just had a bump removed from the spine. I'd like to know what oils to use so it doesn't return. What can I give and how much of it? Okay, Kayla, I'm going to give you like the short version right now because it's just like boom, boom, boom. I'm just kind of like whipping through these. But I actually did a whole webinar on this, a 1 hour webinar just last month in the membership group. So if you're not in the membership, definitely check that out. The link to that is essentialoilvet.com/members. Or if you just go to essentialoilvet.com, you can find all the different things that I offer on that website. But that membership is very low cost. We keep it super low cost, and we do a monthly webinar. This month, we're going to be talking about parasites. So if you're, if you're concerned or want to learn about different essential oils and different things that you can use that are natural to help prevent external parasites like fleas, ticks, that sort of thing, mites, and as well as internal parasites like worms and things like that, then you'll want to jump in on that. But we actually did that, the C webinar last month. It was a tough one for me to do. And you can have access to that as well as the previous 12 months worth of webinars if you join that membership group. Very low cost, a ton of information in there that I think you'll find really useful. But really quickly, internally, you can give frankincense, copaiba, and turmeric. And then topically, you can use a combination of different oils, frankincense, copaiba. You can use pink pepper, lavender, myrrh, sandalwood is also really good. So it's a couple different things you can do there for that particular thing. Lois says, what oils can be diffused around cats? So the answer to this is it really depends on the brand that you're using. So if you are using one of the brands that I recommend, then it is okay to diffuse 3 to 4 drops in an open area. So in your diffuser, so you put 3 to 4 drops in your diffuser, put your diffuser on an intermittent setting if you have that. If you don't, that's okay too. Just leave the room door open so your cats can leave if they want to. Most of the time they want to sleep right by the diffuser though. So, but really just, diffusion with cats, you just don't want to use too much oil. And then some cats that have these underlying respiratory problems can be a little sensitive to oils that are super strong smelling, like oregano and cinnamon and especially peppermint and eucalyptus. Things that you would think, oh, that actually supports the respiratory system, but it's kind of, you don't want to use them, if you have a cat that has that respiratory problem. So, but most of the oils are totally fine if you're using a quality brand. So that's the number one thing that you should need to take away from that. The cool thing, Lois, is that I actually have a free safety guide that you can get if you go to essentialoilvet.com/pet safety. You can grab that, and it gives you kind of a little bit more detail than that and why cats are different, as well as some myths that are out there about cats and oils, and then specifically what oils to avoid topically and internally. And then I have a whole page in there on diffusion as well. So definitely check that out. Okay. Oh, thanks, Chick. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, Lois, you're good to go then. Yeah, that's a good brand. Oh, let me see if I can make sure you keep your questions compliant, guys. Yeah, okay. Okay. Anthena. I would love to take this class, but the animal aromatherapy certification course. I have so much going on with my dressage course study. Hopefully next year or so I can. Also keep in mind, I'm glad you brought that up. I hope you do join next year. I'm not sure when I'm going to run it next year. If I'm going to have it, I'm definitely not going to have it as frequently. It's been a lot running these on a quarterly basis. So hopefully we'll run it at least twice though. Because if there's interest, if there continues to be interest, if there's no more interest, I'm obviously not going to do it for like 3 people. I would love to be able to do that, but that's just not a very cost-effective use of my time. But as of right now, a lot of people have been registering. We're getting small groups, but enough to make it worthwhile, obviously. And I just love, love, love teaching. It's my favorite thing to teach that, and the level 2 trainings are my favorite. But yeah, so hopefully you can. We'll try and get next year's up as soon as we can once we figure out what dates those are going to be, so you can register early and get in on those because they might fill up. And also, are you going to run a challenge for horses? Yes, we are going to be running a horse challenge probably in June. So I don't have the dates on that yet, but we're going to run one in June. I was going to run one this spring, but it's still snowing in parts of the country, and I want you guys to be able to use your oils with your horses. That's the whole point of the challenge. So we are going to run it in the summer. Here in the United States, summer is the best, and so and that way my Canadians can join in. So yeah, we're going to be running that in June. So stay tuned for that. I'll make sure you guys know about that. And then courses for essential oils and horses. I cover horses a lot. I'm an equestrian. I own 3 horses. I ride my current main squeeze is an off-the-track thoroughbred named Mac, and we do jumpers. We did meter jumpers with him, and he is just, as you can tell, he's just like the love of my life. So just love him to death. And so I do love working with horses, and they love oils. And so working with them with the oils is just so rewarding. They get an immediate response. Same thing with acupuncture with those guys. I just love working on them. So we do have some courses available in our learning center. Those are available. We also have a ton of information in the membership groups that you can join that. Again, if you join the animal aromatherapy specialist certification, you get all of the learning center courses for free. So you might want to like wait and do that. But if you're like, no, I just want to take one class real quick, then you can certainly go in there, and most of the classes in there are $10. You can go in and take the horse challenge there as well, but it's not live in there. So that's another option too. So and yes, I cover horses. All that to say, yes, absolutely. Okay, Kelly, can dogs take TriEase for allergies? So allergies are primarily a gut problem in animals, and so you have to address the gut problem, or the allergies won't go away. That being said, to relieve some of the symptoms of allergies like itchy skin and things like that, the TriEase can be beneficial. It has a lot of oils in it. That particular soft gel has quite a few oils in it. So I recommend it in dogs over 40 pounds only. If they're less than that, then you can make a master blend of lemon, lavender, and peppermint. You can add in some frankincense and copaiba for good measure, and use just a drop or 2 of that. So I think you asked that a couple of times. And so lots of people, yeah. And for those of you asking about allergies and things like that, I did do a webinar in the membership group on allergies. And so essential oils for animals with allergies. And it's amazing. And you definitely want to join the membership group because there's just so much to cover with the gut health and nutrition and like all of the things that it's impossible for me to go over in my like little 10-minute spiel on Sundays with you guys. So I'd recommend going over there. But I just mentioned a few of the oils that can be helpful for that. So hopefully you can get that out of that, and can be super helpful. Okay. Teresa has a question about ear mites. We're actually going to be covering this in the parasites webinar in the membership group in a little more detail, but really quickly, geranium and turmeric can be really helpful. You want to dilute those out really significantly. If you're using them with cats, if we're talking about a dog with itchy ears, it's probably not mites. It's probably something else. And we do have tons of information about ears in general in the membership group as well. So lots of people needing to join the membership, it sounds like, because all your questions are answered there. Oh my gosh, you guys are so awesome. Oh, Honore, so nice to see you on the live. Yay. I'm so glad you got the Jasmine Touch from the cat challenge. We give away a lot of things during our challenges. I think I gave over like $2,000 worth of oil this in the cat challenge this time. And super, super awesome. So I'm so glad that you got that. I love it. And it doesn't matter where you live, we will get you the stuff that you win for sure. Okay, let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay. A couple of people asking me about ticks. Ticks, again, we're going to be covering that in the parasite webinar on Friday. That is exclusive to people in the membership. So, so in order to get that, just ticks are there's a lot of oils that are effective against ticks, but there's a few things that we're going to be covering, including what oils are preventative and what oils help with Lyme disease and things like that. So we're going to be covering a lot more, but in general, geranium, peppermint, and turmeric are quite effective against repelling ticks. And then the repellent blend that we have is also really awesome. Teresa is asking, where is the membership? So the membership is it's on Facebook if you like being on Facebook. Let me see if I can get the link here. So it's Essential Oil Vet. There we go. It's the little ticker at the bottom. EssentialOilVet.com/members to join the membership. It's super affordable. I try to keep it super low cost for how much information is in there. It's kind of ridiculous, actually, you guys. Like, there's over 4 years worth of data and information and answer questions that is 100% searchable. So you can actually search ears in dogs and find some protocols and things like that. So, but I love this membership. I love every single person in there, and it's wonderful to really get your questions answered in a little bit more depth than what I can do on these these really quick Sunday Q&As that we do. But the membership, that's the link, essentialoilvet.com/members. It includes member exclusive webinars that I do once a month, weekly Q&As like this, and I go until I answer all the questions. So sometimes they're an hour long. Sometimes today it was, I think, 30 minutes or so. And you can always learn from other people's questions too. And then, get access to other members as well. And we have it is in a Facebook group. But if you don't like being on Facebook, we also have all the information off Facebook on the membership site. And that's a little bit easier to search as far as looking for specific protocols and things like that, as well as the webinars, which are worth it just for that. So the cost of the membership is $27 a month, or you can get basically 2 months free for $270 for the whole year. And it is definitely worth it just for the webinars, honestly, guys. So, and we also offer special deals to the members. Obviously, they get some additional recipes and really more time with me, which is time is a valuable commodity. I'm not going to lie. All right. So that's information about the membership if you're interested in that. Don't forget, guys, about the Heather says, I love being a member. That's so awesome. We cover everything. Yep. And then let's see. So Jennifer is asking about the certification program. So she's signed up for the certification program in July. Is the membership included? No, the membership is not included in the level 1 certification because it's only 6 weeks. It's really hard to just admin that, but it is included in the level 2 certification. So the level 2 certification is a year long. So we give you free access to the group. And if you've already paid for it, we it takes it off of your monthly payment for the level 2. So anyways, we have it all worked out really awesome for the level 2 folks, but it is not included for the level 1 folks, unfortunately. But it's worth it. It's worth it to be in there for sure, because you can get started, especially with your cases, knowing at least it gives you kind of a base to start. You can use that. You can use books. You can use research articles and things like that to help you get started. But it is kind of nice to have a little, let's just try this protocol because I know it works. So, and then get into your actual cases for that particular certification. So good question. Good question, Sherry. Thank you. Heather, can't wait until tomorrow's class. That's so awesome. So definitely check it out. essentialoilvet.com/animal aromatherapy for tomorrow's class. You do need to sign up tonight, because it starts tomorrow, if you want to be in the April class, and I will see you guys there. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next Sunday. Well, this Friday, if you're in the membership group for the parasites webinar. And then if you're not in there, then I'll see you next Sunday for the Q&A at 7 p.m. Central Time. I'll see you then. Bye.